Welcome back, friends, and gather round to episode 74 of Simply Walking into Mordor. As always, my name is Nauglir, and a very special welcome to you if this is your first time watching with us. Well, guys, we are here in Evendim. We're standing on the Isle of Tinadir, but we are looking out over the lake to the grand city of Numinas. And it is that city that we are currently fighting so hard to wrest from the control of Amarthiel, the foul regent of Angmar. And so we're going to get straight back into it. We're going to speak to Calenglad and continue our quest to quash her foul designs. All right, so let's speak to Calenglad and begin.
I do for you?
Listen to me. I would do well to remember Laerdan's words to you. Mordor is still a servant of the enemy, and despite the usefulness of his information, he would bring us all to harm if given the chance. I temper my words of good fortune with a reminder to use caution when dealing with him. It is a reminder we both should take to heart. Laerdan came to speak with me while you were away. He wished to know if any progress had been made in recovering the Palantir. I told him of our military victories, but he did not seem encouraged by the news. Why do we not see eye to eye on this matter, he and I? For surely you must see that our successes in Numinas are crucial for taking the Seeing Stone from Amarthiel. I could not ease his mind, and Laerdan asked that you see him in his room in the keep when you return. Perhaps you can make him see the rightness of our cause. Numinas must be reclaimed before we can hope to wrest the Palantir from Amarthiel's clutches. We have time, Nauglir. Tell him this. Alright. So Laerdan is warning that we do not trust Mordor, the foul man of Mordor, who is aiding Amarthiel as one of her lieutenants, and he is also not happy that we have not recovered the Palantir yet. If you remember from the last couple of episodes, Amarthiel has stolen a Palantir, and she is using it in Numinas. We can only assume to find her old ring, Nauglir, which is a lesser ring, but still of great power, and with it, she would almost be unstoppable. And so, she's looking for it with the Palantir, and our job is to stop her from getting that, so we would have a chance of defeating her in combat. Laerdan is especially worried about this, and so he has taken a special interest in this battle. So we are reporting back to him right now. He has some history with Amarthiel, although we do not know the full quantity of it just yet. Alright, let's speak to him.
Megovanen.
Nauglir, welcome. I am glad that you have come. You do not seem well, my friend. You cannot defend all of Numinas yourself, despite Calenglad's wishes that you might. I asked you to come because I want to know if Mordor has spoken at all of the Palantir to you. He has not. I find it most interesting that he has kept you busy with military matters in the city, while we know that Amarthiel has a Palantir in her possession. My heart tells me that Mordor is delaying us for her mistress. Her goal has not changed. She seeks Nauglir. Do not be distracted by the errands on which he sends you. Will you bring my word to Tadan, the ranger that guards Mordor? Tell him I will come to see him in a few hours. I want to ensure that he is alert to the danger of his prisoner's whisperings. Okay. So yes, we captured Mordor, and Tadan is watching over him. And so off we go, seeming to run back and forth within this keep many, many times, so that we can find out if Tadan is going to talk to Mordor about the Palantir. Because we need to focus more on that, as Laerdan just said. Seems as though Mordor has been delaying us even in his captivity. She's not on at all. So, we are here at the storage room. And what will Tadan say?
Greetings.
I will look forward to Laerdan's visit, Nauglir. The prisoner is not very good company, and I have seen him giving me unpleasant looks out of the corner of my eye. The air in this room feels so stifling too. I may see if I can have Forshawn or Nathmund take a shift or two after Laerdan's visit. It will do me good to clear my head and put an end to the prisoner's constant ramblings. He is taking to rattling off the exploits of his fellows, one of them in particular. If I ever hear the name Guldulshir again, I would be greatly pleased. Guldulshir, okay. Yes, he keeps saying that, apparently.
Thy efforts are for naught.
Didst thou repulse the attacks on thy friends? It matters not, but I admire thine efforts in the face of such overwhelming odds. Thou canst not prevail against Guldulshir, friend Nauglir, no matter how strong or wise thou thinkest thyself to be, for Guldulshir wields Tan Morgul. The defeat of the Dunedain will be complete when he brings its power to bear upon the city. What is this he's talking
Nauglir
about?
has the power to destroy the Dunedain.
Thou wishest to hear more of Tan Morgul, friend Nauglir. I thought thou wouldst. It is a relic of ancient Numenor, corrupted through the dark arts of my brethren, and gifted to Gul'dulshir for safekeeping. Thou wonderest why he has not brought it to bear upon the city? The reason is simple. Amarthiel forbade him from using it until she had derived as much amusement as she could from the pathetic struggles of the Dunedain. That time draws near. If thou wishest to postpone thine utter defeat, thou wilt do well to relieve Gul'dulshir of Tan Morgul, and soon his restraint will not last forever. My jailer has something to say. What could that be, Nauglir?
How can I be
We
of
have come to
service?
it at last, Nauglir. I can feel it. I have not had an easy time guarding the prisoner, but it will all be worthwhile if we can defeat this Gul'dulshir before he is permitted to use Tan Morgul against us. We are in luck, too, because I have fought against Gul'dulshir and I know where he is. Shortly after Numinas was taken, a small group of us fought to the uppermost level of the city. There, in a courtyard full of fell idols and cursed trappings above Ekhad Garthadir, we encountered Gul'dulshir. He drove us away, and our assault ended in defeat. That courtyard is called Manelband. If you can fight your way up to the city, through the city to Manelband, you might be able to defeat Gul'dulshir and take Tan Morgul from him. The day could be ours. I don't know. I think it's pretty sketchy. We just learnt about this, and instantly we're going to go look for it. It seems as though Mordor is trying to get it for himself, I would think. Not that I remember from the last time I did these quests. I actually have no idea, but it seems pretty sketchy, and we are being pretty gullible towards this Mordor right now. So, we'll do it, I guess. And there's no other way to complete the quests, but we're doing it under duress. We don't want to. We don't want to give this Mordor any more power than he already has. But I guess we're going back off to Numinas. So we'll head back to the Stable Master and travel back to Ekhad Garthadir and head off to Manelband. We've been there before. We collected some orders from a fallen Angmarim there, but now we're heading there for a much deeper
What can I
purpose.
do for you?
We're going to try and steal this Tan Morgul, whatever this weapon happens to be. So off we go to Numinas, back into the city. This book 10 is decently long. We've been questing through fighting in the City of the Kings for a long while, but it will soon be over, I'm pretty sure. Chapter 11, we must be getting close. And then we'll be moving into other regions of Eridor. Alright, into Numinas we go, and we're going to dismount pretty much as soon as we load in. Yep, because we're going to ride up this way. We don't need to go into Ekhad Garthadir. Just off to Manelband, and so off we go. Our leveling progress has been slow in recent episodes, but that's alright. We've been making lots of progress through the epic story, and it's all been on the one level. And you don't do many quests very quickly whilst you're doing the epic story. So here we are in Manelband, and look like that's Gul'dulshir right there. He's only level 39, so I'm guessing we'll just kill him, and it won't be too difficult. Let's head into single target. The Rangers send you. You are no more than another band of pawns sent to their doom at my hands. Okay, we're going to put some hope on because we're getting some dread. Oh, we can actually do that. That's alright. Let's actually use Savage Strikes so we can keep getting that deed up. Here he goes. Oh, we're cowering. Dearie me. We haven't even got a bleed on him. Come on. Let us wake up. Couldn't even Blood Rage. There we go. Defeated. And we've collected Tan Morgul. And we also got a new deed to defeat the other leaders of the invasion. Alright, well, we're going to use our milestone to return back to Sinadir. And apparently we're bringing this Tan Morgul to Mordor. Don't really know what it is, but it looks ancient. He said it was a relic from Numenor, defiled by their black arts, and so I wonder what it will be. I do not think it's a good idea to bring it straight to Mordor, though. That seems pretty wasteful, pretty foolish. I think we should speak to Laerdan about it first, but it looks like we're heading straight to Mordor. Let's use our sprint, running through this keep. so many times up these stairs, up and down, left and right, left and right. That's alright. It's for the immersion. It's for the immersion. You have to run to the prison every time you want to talk to the prisoner. No shortcuts here, unless you wanted to spend a mithril point. Alright. Mordor, we have this Tan Morgul.
Yes, my friend, yes.
Yes, my friend, yes. Untie my bonds and give me the relic you have taken from Guldushir, Tan Morgul, heirloom of fallen Numenor. Why would we untie his bonds? Yeah, what are we doing? What do you think you were doing, Nauglir? I do not know what happened to me, but something seemed to shake me from a deep slumber, and I saw you about to untie the prisoner. You need to steel yourself against his wiles. Did not Laerdan tell you that? He is treacherous, our prisoner, and we cannot let down our guard for an instant. I will take Tan Morgul and bring it to Calenglad. I do not think it is wise for you to spend too much time in the company of Mordor, Nauglir, calling you friend all the time. I do not trust him, and neither should you. Well, that is true indeed. It looks like we were put under some sort of spell by Mordor there. Laerdan came to see me, as you said he would, and he told me much the same, that our prisoner remains dangerous. I did not pay as much attention to these words as I should have, it seems. But I have something to tell you that this unfortunate business with Tan Morgul drove my mind from until now. Laerdan has learned the location of Amarthiel's Palantir, and has devised a scheme by which it might be recovered. He is waiting for you in his room. I do not want to say more about it while in the presence of the prisoner, but you should talk to Laerdan about this at once. Alright, so it looks like we might be able to find and collect Amarthiel's Palantir. It is extremely dangerous to touch a Palantir, unless you are willing to bear the brunt of the will of Sauron, because he has corrupted the Ithil Stone, the one from Minas Ithil, and is using it actively. And so anyone who touches any other Palantir is immediately connected with him. And so only the strongest can withstand that force of will. But Laerdan seems to have devised a way to collect it, so that's worth listening to.
How can I be of service?
Nauglir, welcome. You look better than when I last saw you. Did you manage to take some rest at last? The time for open fighting is over. Calenglad is wise and strong, but he has been blinded by his pride. He will not retake Numinas before Amarthiel locates Nauglir. Mordor is a creature of lies, but in taunting me, I believe he has made a mistake. He said Amarthiel waited for me in Barad Tiron, do you remember? Barad Tiron was where the kings of Numinas sat in judgment and heard the concerns of their people. The histories do not agree on this point, but a number of them record that the Palantir of Numinas was kept at Barad Tiron for the use of the kings. The Palantir of Numinas is gone, drowned beneath the sea, but surely that is where Amarthiel strives with the Palantir she has recovered. We must assault Barad Tiron and reclaim the Palantir, Nauglir. But hold! Do not rush to Calenglad just yet. The Palantir has been bound to the evil of the enemy, and the merest touch of it will cause us harm. We need some means to carry it. Golidir has such a means at Gathforthir, though it may cause him grief to remember the events of his fall. You must speak with Golidir on this matter. Only he can provide us with what we need. Alright, yes, Golidir was using the Palantir while he was in Khandum with Mordor, and so he would probably know how to use it safely. Now, we need to return to Golidir in Gathforthir. We have a home there. It's just on cooldown at the moment, 40 seconds. And so we will just run out, and I think by the time that's done, we can have... Oh, we've already cleaned out our inventory. I thought I had not done that yet. That's all right. This won't take long. It'll be 27 seconds now. All easily done. But until then, let us ride. And we will just head towards the Stable Master, because if we can use the Stable Master, that would actually be faster. We need to get to Tinadir. And so, from Tinadir, can we get to Gathforthir? Don't think so, but we can get to Esteldin or one of the other places that there's a swift travel to. And so I think we will... Is it cooldown? It is cooldown, okay. We'll use it now. And if we have to come straight back, we can swift travel back, I guess, back to Tinadir. I'm sure we will. There's a warden here, level 115. A bit more powerful than we are at the moment. Alright, here we are. This guy's got a quest for us. Ooh, Barad Gularan quests. Interesting. Okay, lots of quests here for endgame content. We won't be doing most of that, but we are heading to Golidir. As apparently is this guy, who must also be doing the epics.
What do you need?
Nauglir, I had not expected to see you again so soon. Why have you come to me? Well, we've come with a
Could I speak with you a moment?
rough tiding. Okay, chapter 13, still in book 10. You say you have come from Laerdan, and that he believes I may play a part in reclaiming the Palantir that was taken from Khandum. The Seeing Stone is wholly evil. I see that now, and I wish I had never been made to gaze into it. Mordor has paid for his torment of me, but even that will never be enough to satisfy his debt. No act of vengeance will bring back my poor, lost Laerdan. Laerdan speaks the truth. Even as Mordor brought me forth from the gates of Khandum, the hateful images of the Palantir still burned into my mind. I clutched in my hand the black cloth with which the Seeing Stone was covered when not in use. The terrible events of that day had all but pushed it from my memory, but I remember it now. Hold the Palantir only with this finely woven cloth bag, else the stone will seek to show you such things that might bring you to despair. Do not touch the Palantir without this bag. I do not wish for you to endure what I was made to endure. Give Laerdan my good wishes, but warn him not to underestimate our enemy. He is a good elf, and true, but in him alone I have recognized the terrible burden I have borne in the days since Laerdan was lost to me. Something gnaws at his heart, and I fear it will bring him to harm if he does not guard against it. So Laerdan is facing some sort of grief, or something like that, and we do have to return to him, and unfortunately not just in his room here at Gathborthnear. We have to go a bit further afield to get back to him. That is all the way back at Tyndadir in the keep. And so we will take our swift travel path. We'll head out here to the stable master down at the bottom of the hill, or halfway down the hill, and swift travel back to Tyndadir to speak to Laerdan, tell him of the means to carry this Palantir, and hopefully we'll be able to go and collect it. Alright, to Esteldin. We'll travel back to there and then to Tyndadir from there. Perfect. Alright, off we go. All these places have such long swift travel points. Okay. Yes, as I was saying, the leveling process in this last few episodes has been quite slow. Heading to Tyndadir here, but that's all right. We have lots of levels to get still, and they will accelerate rapidly after we finish these epic books. Once we hit Moria, we'll start the leveling process again, and it will be much quicker than it has been. All right, here we are back in Tyndadir. We can head back to the keep and speak to Laerdan. Hopefully we can carry out his plan to collect the Palantir. Alright, off we get. And let's head back to Laerdan, and hopefully we can wrest control of this Palantir from Amarthiel back into our hands. Not that we would use it, but we would just keep it from her. And hopefully then defeat her. Although, spoiler alert, there are 5 more books after this book is finished, so I'm guessing we're not going to finish her off just yet. All the deed skills. In we go. I hope you guys have got a thorough understanding of the layout of this keep by now. There is a note pinned to Laerdan's door. Interesting. What does the note say? My friends, too long have I fled from my obligations, but no more. I go now to Barad-Tir, where I alone will confront Amarthiel. It is not right that I should send you to wrest the Palantir from her clutches, when I am to blame for much of her evil. I will no longer shirk my responsibility. If I succeed, there will be no cause for fear. If I fail, I will have fallen doing what I should have done long ago. The debt must be paid, and if I perish in its payment, even that would be just. Would that I could see you in person, and tell you why I must do this, but I cannot. Out of kindness and friendship, you would seek to dissuade me, and I fear I am not strong enough to maintain my course when confronted with such persuasions. Do not follow me, my friends. This is something I must do alone. Laerdan. Oh dear, okay, so Laerdan has taken responsibility, apparently, for Amarthiel's evil, and he's gone off alone without the cloth bag. Even if he succeeds, I think his mission will be wrought with danger. What is this? A note from Laerdan. This is my fault, Nauglir. How could I have been such a fool? Laerdan offered to watch the prisoner for a time, and I agreed. I have not felt well for some time, and I thought some fresh air would do me well, as much as I said to you, if you recall. The prisoner must have said something to Laerdan during this time, woven some foul tangle of words. What sad irony for Laerdan to succumb to this treachery when he oft spoke to us of its danger. I would not be surprised if Mordor has convinced him.
Thou art too late.
My jailer is a fool, Nauglir, but even he is not the fool thou art, given to pride and an irresistible desire to do good. And yet, what is good? Thou hast done only what the regent of Angmar and I, her greatest servant, desired of thee. It was no accident that brought me to the tomb of long-dead Elendil with so few servants. Thou didst not think Amarthiel would needlessly risk the life of one so valuable, surely. While I have had thee running errands about the city and on pilgrimages to the far shores of vast Nauglir, she has been gazing into the palantir she retrieved from Khandum, willing it to show her that which she seeks. I am greater now than Guldalshire, for it was at her suggestion that I told you he bore Tan Mordgul. He thought to use it to challenge her for leadership of Angmar. Thou wert a useful pawn in his removal. Amarthiel shall thank thee for it. But now I have completed my greatest task, the task for which she sent me to thee, Nauglir, the delivery of Laerdan to her at Barad-Tir'on. She has much in store for the elf, much for which he has waited long. Didst thou think that Laerdan was innocent? Thou art twice the fool then, or thrice so. Run to thy master, Nauglir, and tell Calenglad of thy folly. Laerdan will not return from Barad-Tir'on, or if he does, it will be in a form none shall recognize, wholly twisted and evil. I have but one task remaining to me, and I will relish its execution. Yes, it has all been a ruse. We have been misled thoroughly. Mordor, Amarthiel, they were playing us. And it seems as though we've just been doing the bidding of Amarthiel this whole time. He was right when he said we were so desiring to do good. That's what it seems like when we just blindly accept these quests and don't have any options. But yes, we have got Laerdan's note to deliver to Calenglad, and some terrible, terrible news along with it. This has taken a turn, guys. It looks like we have given Amarthiel the upper hand after all of our efforts. A new dawn rises, and it is a fell one. We have not done good this day. We have failed. We failed the free peoples of Eredor. But I don't think hope is lost. Alright, let's speak to Calenglad. Looks like heaps of people are doing these quests, or at least something about them. Alright.
What do you need?
Every decision I have made has gone ill, Nauglir. My thoughts of victory turned to ash, even as it seemed so near. For Laerdan to pay this price for the mistaken pride of the Dunedain fills me with sorrow. May 1,000 curses fall upon the heads of Mordor and his fell mistress. Nay, I will not give in to despair, though things seem darkest. Our prisoner is a creature of lies and deceit, and despite his cruel whisperings, we have won great victories in Enuminas. Can this be a ruse, risen from the desperation of a captive whose plans have not borne the expected fruit? Can it be that Amarthiel's search has gone less well than she hoped, and that Mordor seeks now to fill us with despair where none should be? We may be able to save Laerdan and recover the Palantir as he intended, Nauglir. Though he has left us, perhaps the Dunedain can repay Laerdan for his friendship. One last assault on the steps of Barad-Tir'on may get you and your friends within its walls, Nauglir, and we shall see then if there is any truth to Mordor's words. We shall see if the time has come yet for despair, or if our greatest victory is at hand. Alright, so it looks like we're going to assault Barad-Tir'on. Yes, here we go. Too long have I delayed, hoping to reclaim the city from the forces of Angmar. But I see now that victory in Enuminas will not be complete if Amarthiel learns the location of Nauglir. We will have traded victory here for defeat elsewhere. This was the lesson of Laerdan, but I did not see it. Speak to me when your allies are ready, and we will launch a final assault upon Barad-Tir'on. If we are successful, you will have access to the inner chamber where one of you must pick up the Palantir and carry it back to the entrance, where I will be waiting. If you have the finely woven cloth bag given to you by Golidir, the Palantir should not harm you. Protect the bearer of the Palantir from the attacks of the enemy. Much depends upon this, Nauglir, but we will not have another chance. If you see Laerdan within the depths of Barad-Tir'on, do what you can, but do not endanger yourselves needlessly. The retrieval of the Seeing Stone must come first. It is what he would have wanted. The Eye of Angmar blinded us once more. Alright, so we're heading off, and we're going to fight in Anuminas one last time. Be prepared, Nauglir. I will give the word when you and your allies are ready, and we will storm Barad-Tiron with as much force as we can muster. Retrieving the Palantir will be up to you. My men can only pave the way for you. If you can do anything to help Laerdan inside Barad-Tiron, I would ask you that you do, but I fear he is lost to us. Let's go! This will be what we finish off the episode with, guys.
Of Mordor foolishly seeks to confront Amarthiel at Barad-Tiron, where she seeks to use the Palantir to find Nauglir. The only hope for the free peoples is for the Palantir to be recovered from her grasp.
Alright, here we are. I think we're going to head into our AoE mode just for now. Looks like there's lots of weak enemies here, as just normal landscape. We're going to enter Barad-Tiron and search for the Palantir. And in doing so, we're going to just run up through here, collect all these guys if they will attack us. They are not too much lower than us, so we'll have to be a bit careful, but I think we can deal with quite a few. So here we go. We have got inspiration as well, so that will be... There we go, look at that. They all just fall under our blade. We'll finish off this sharp eye just quick, smart. Use Savage Strikes. That's what you're good for, Sharp Eye. To get our deeds up. Everyone fell down then. None can stand against us. So many Sharp Eyes. What's with all the ranged attacks, people? There we go. Alright. Looks like we're heading up to Barad-Tiron. Oh, here we go. This guy is worthy of the single target mode and some care. Lozodork, the Gorthorog. He's no match for us though. I'm sure we can best him. We have inspiration. We're in our single target mode. We are a champion of the free peoples. There we go. Look at that. That was 5,000 damage, 5,500 damage. We can wake up from stuns. You're no match for us, you foul troll. Oh, need rest. And we're inside. We are inside the castle. What is this web caller doing? He's just running out. We got you. Oh, and there's some more dudes. Yeah, don't do that. Down you go. Okay. Enter Barad-Tiron and search for the Palantir. We're inside. Is the Palantir here? Here it is. I expect Amarthiel will be here. Laerdan's here. Nauglir, what are you doing here? We're come to rescue you, Laerdan. Nauglir, why have you come here? This is not your fight. I need to confront Amarthiel on my own, as I should have done long ago. The time is past, my friend. If I can hold Amarthiel's attention long enough, you will be able to seize the Palantir. We will challenge her together, and perhaps she will not realize her peril. When I give you the word, you must seize the Palantir and immediately run to the entrance of Barad-Tiron. Do not delay. Bring it to Calenglad, and perhaps I will be able to set right my errors of old. May the Valar smile upon your endeavor and mine, Nauglir. Let us go. When I give the word, one of you must seize the Palantir and bring it out of Barad-Tiron. But not before I give the word. Okay, we will wait. And look, here is our enemy, Amarthiel. Still got our hope, so hopefully we will not get too much dread. I see trees. The trees of the wilderness. The troll shores. Nauglir is... Mordor did his work well. I did not think you would come. Did you not? So Angmar's new regent is not all-knowing. Your days are too long already, and they end here. Look at that spear. Nauglir awaits me within the wilderness. You have come too late. It looks like she's found what she was looking for already. Grab the Palantir and take it to Calenglad, quickly. Okay, we got it. We got this. But I think we're going to leave him here. We're out. They didn't really do anything. What's going to happen to Laerdan? Yeah, we're going. We want to watch what's happening to you. Stop for nothing. Oh, no. Oh, we did. Okay. We failed to escape with the Palantir. Okay. Whoops. We will try that again. We failed that whole instance. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Well, I guess we know what happens now if you don't run away with the Palantir. I just wanted to see what she was doing. But we will succeed with that at the start of the next episode, guys. But for now, that is all the time we have, and so we're going to have to end it here. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Thanks heaps for watching it. If you did like the episode, make sure you leave a like down below. If you have any questions or comments, any suggestions, that sort of thing, leave that in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to answer all of those, whether in a video or in the comment section with you. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. There are new videos every day for this series coming out, once every day, and also 3 times a week we have videos on Shadow of War. Check that out if you haven't already. All right, guys. For now, that is going to be all. Unfortunately, we just failed our instance, but we will get back into that next episode, and we will escape successfully this time. So don't you worry about that. But for now, guys, that's going to be all. As always, my name is Nauglir. It has been a pleasure playing with you, and I will see you tomorrow.